All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we're going to start off by giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who will. Salutations to the hopeful late brothers out there pushing this truth with all diligence and sincerity, man. And as the opening greeting was, you know, hey, to the 12 tribes scattered abroad, we read that in the book of James. All these brothers get everything together. James chapter 1, verse 1, it says, James, a servant of the Most High and of the Lord Yahweh HaMashiach, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greeting. You know, because that's who this message is to the elect of the nation of Israel, man. All right? And it says, once this truth is preached throughout the four corners of the earth, then shall the end come. Which comes with what? The prophecy of famine, all right? The prophecy of more pestilence, you know, because he's been pushing out this, you know, the little thing that happened in 2020, but now something real is going to occur, man. You know, that's why people are dropping dead via from taking those jabs. The brother just got there talking about, you know, if you want to expound on it.
Uncle passed away this morning. Of course, don't know the cause, but would not be surprised if he got that icky victim.
You know, and that's going around, man. It's about to be actual pestilence out here, all right? As far as, aside from that, the sword. You're going to have death and destruction. Then the police force, as decaying as it is, especially in Chicago, you know, what was the last week? You had three police officers that offed themselves in the span of a week, all right?
What?
Yep.
What?
And that's beautiful, because these scoffers, they about to get theirs too.
You mean like they got their fucking conscience, right?
They shot themselves, man. They committed suicide.
Off themselves. Well, what was that precept that you read?
You got it. 20.14.
This is the one you wanted?
Yeah. Can you start 13 though?
That's what I meant right there. I didn't even know you wanted this. I just went to the
paperwork. The free pamphlets.
No,
this is it right
You're
here.
fucking beautiful, man.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Just preaching the word. Yeah, you can read that.
This is Matthew 24:13. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations.
Right, because
and
we're
shall
preaching,
the end come.
We're preaching about the perfection is coming, which who the world calls Jesus Christ walked in his perfection, and he's coming to bring that light to us, to make us perfect like unto him. So before that happens, all right, a lot of death and destruction has to occur, all right? And when he returns, what did he say? He said, what will I if it be already kindled? So there's going to be a lot of things going on before the Heavenly Father and the Son return, man, all right? And they're going to be returning in those UFOs that they call, what are they, UAPs now, man. But in the Bible, they're called the chariots or the clouds of the Most High God. But they're going to be coming and they'll be doing destruction as well, man. They're going to be leveling down these wicked places and destroying these idols, as well as delivering the elect. All right, it's all going to be happening pretty much at once. You know, shit. Damn, not the movie, but that show Lovecraft Country. You know, on the first episode, they had a kind of a decent light towards it. You know, they threw a bunch of witchcraft and madness in it. But the point being is that, yeah, it's going to be all-out war before the Lord returns. And then you're going to start seeing UFOs appear and cover the sky.
We're seeing the chariots now, you know? Shit, people, and Esau can't hide it like he used to hide it back then, because what does everybody have today that they really didn't have back in the day? The smartphone. You got you literally got a supercomputer in your hand.
Yeah.
You can process information. We could get news, breaking news, with a notification. Oh shit, Amber Alert. Oh, you know, so we got technology now where people are starting to record these chariots, and Esau, hey, you can't say what do they used to call you? Put aluminum foil on your head and call you a conspiracy theorist and all. Like, no, hey, the evidence is out there.
Right
now, people can't say it's not. It's fake and it's not true. All right, and we're explaining that, hey, these are the chariots of the Heavenly Father and His Son.
That's right. And this is 12:2 and 1. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound the alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand, meaning it's near. A day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong that have not been ever the like, neither shall be even more after, even to the years of many generations. A fire devoureth before them, and behind them flame burneth. The land is as the garden of Eden before them, and behind them the desolate wilderness. Gates and nothing shall escape them.
And it's talking about those nuclear missiles, man. That great army, you know, the Lord's other army, his bionic army, you know, which is filled with fire and brimstone, man. That's his other army. That's just I can only liken it to those hornets that the Lord had used. He raised up a certain nest of hornets, you know, just for that particular time. Just like now, you know, you're not gonna hear anything about nuclear missiles once they've been shot. That's gonna be the end of it. It's not gonna be a need for that, man. All right. But the Lord is raising them up for this time because now is the time of the end. That's how He's choosing to destroy a wicked kingdom and make it known that this is what you should never be like.
Right, and He used the hornets for a purpose, so that the land wouldn't like become a wilderness. So He had to drive out those Hamites little by little, you know. And that was the purpose for the hornets, you know. These missiles' purpose is to completely eradicate this entire place. All right, Babylon. This is the one part of the world that's not going to be inhabited by people. It's going to be a land of just desert creatures that can survive off those types of conditions. You know?
I got you. This is Isaiah chapter 34, verse I'll just start at verse 13. It says, "And thorns shall come up in her palaces, and nettles and brambles in the fortresses thereof, and it shall be a habitation of dragons, and a court for owls. The wild beasts of the desert shall also meet with the wild beasts of the island, and the satyr shall cry to his fellow. The screech owl also shall rest there, and find for herself a place of rest. There shall the great owl make her nest, and lay, and hats gather under her shadow. There shall the vultures also be gathered, every one with her mate." So that's basically the future of America, man. It's not going to be a place where mankind dwells anymore. You know, just like how it kind of started before, a place where never mankind dwelt. Well, now it's going to be a place where mankind can never dwell.
Right. It's going to be a new name. Let me see. There's the one that says,
Real quick, this is 2 Corinthians 15 and 49. It says, "I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood," Brother mentioned earlier, "poverty, famine, sword, and pestilence, to waste thy houses with destruction and death." Right? And before this place gets destroyed, it gets burnt up, there's going to be some plagues, there's going to be some suffering. Right? There's going to be some bodies that's going to hit the floor first. "And the glory of thy power shall be dried up as flour, when the heat shall arise that is sent over thee. Thou shalt be weakened as a poor woman with stripes, and as one chastised with wounds, so that the mighty and lovers shall not be able to receive thee. But I with jealousy have so proceeded against thee, saith the Lord, if thou hadst not always slain my chosen, exalting the stroke of thine hands, and saying over their dead when thou was drunken." I was talking about Esau, Edom. And this land was polluted with blood. Like the book said, it was a paradise. It was, but nobody dwelt. Then they polluted it with blood. Now it's gotta be cleansed with fire.
this is Isaiah 13 and 19. It says, "And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah." What happened to Sodom and Gomorrah? Hey, the Lord nuked it damn near. He sent like an ancient nuke down there. You know, hail and brimstone, fire mingled with ice. Or I think it said hail from brimstone from heaven.
Yep.
You know, so he basically it burnt it up. All right, and Sodom and Gomorrah has been discovered, and it's deserted. All right, it's destroyed. So they said that was going to happen to Babylon. Now, ancient Babylon, that didn't happen in ancient Babylon. Mm-hmm. You had a Darius. All right, he came through and took out who was it? Nebuchadnezzar. The grandson, I believe, of Nebuchadnezzar. One of them. He took.
Oh, Belshazzar.
Belshazzar.
Yeah.
No, Belshazzar. Or which was Daniel's name?
Belshazzar, and then the prince of new king was Belshazzar.
Right. So Darius, the Mede, all right, Persian Mede came in, and it was basically like a Navy SEAL freaking. Right. It was like a surgical strike, you know, where they came in undercover, secret, and just took over, you know. So it was a transfer of power. It was just the that province added to the Persian Mede province, and it expanded. Babylon, what Daniel was at, you know, during that time, it wasn't taken out like Sodom and Gomorrah. That's talking about this place, America, which is spiritually like Sodom and Egypt. All right, it says 20. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generations. Across the street?
Yeah.
We're gonna move across the street.
Just keep it rolling. Just come here.
One swoop.
Whatever you can, let's go ahead and cross.
What's going on, brothers?
Yeah, let's go.
Put that Jake right there. Still live, right? And it's the second Edges.
Let me finish it. All right, so back in Isaiah 13 and 20, it says, "It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generations to generation."
Right, because no, go ahead. Not just that. Be careful. Will you bring that part up?
Oh yeah. So it says, "Neither shall the Arabian pitch their tent there."
Right, because what is the modern ancient Babylon? What is that today, man? That's Saudi Arabia. All right, that ancient land is being dwelt in by the Arabs. So that's proof. That's two different. That's talking about two different kingdoms, man. You know. So yeah, it is futurism, like the one scoffer guy that fell out used to say, man. All right, this is the futurism in the Bible, man. You know, just like when you go to certain prophecies, like Solomon building a house, and then him having the kingdom forever. There was still a future prophecy that was talking about via Nathan the prophet, man. He was talking about prophecy that was going to come to pass in the near future, and something in the distant future, man. Just like that scripture is talking about a new kingdom of Babylon, a distant Babylon. All right. That's talking about this place right here called America, man. Because after this place gets destroyed, it's not going to be added to another kingdom. There's not going to be a need for it to be. You know, everything's been cankered. The money's devalued. There's nothing real that's here. So what would be the purpose of this place still standing? For somebody to raise up more wickedness? You know, what really had people fucked up all over the earth? You remember that motherfucker called America? Yeah, let's bring it out. The Lord's not going to bring that shit back, man.
It's going to be a memorial of what not to do.
Yep.
Motherfuckers be like, see that? No, I don't want that to happen again. All right, then don't do this.
Ain't gonna be no damn building up another black wall.
That's just it.
It says, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there, but the wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and satyr shall dance there, and the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant places, and her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged.
All those desert animals you see on TV and stuff, they're gonna be here in America. That's gonna be a while. America gonna burn for a long time. When the dust finally settle in the dust bowl, man, ain't gonna be no people. It's gonna be just desert wild.
And one of the definitions for doleful is emotion of grief, sorrow. You know, why would you want to visit a place that's full of darkness and sorrow? It's literally going to have the physical appearance of the spirit that's here.
It's like in the Lion King movie, how you see the graveyard and shit from afar off. It's all dark and gloomy and shit. And then when they went there, it was a fucking a damn graveyard of just dead bones and shit. It could be America. It could be just erased.
This is Revelation 19. All right, and 3, it says, and again they said, hallelujah, and her smoke rose up forever and ever. All right, and so the smoke, like I said, the smoke is going to rise up forever and ever. The other nations, when they get smoke, they're going to see it. Like the scriptures say, they're going to say, alas, alas, they can't come here and make money. All right, on this bullshit-ass capitalism system that preys upon the Israelites who do all the damn work. Right? But this is Jeremiah 51 and 1. It says, thus saith the Lord, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me a destroying wind. All right? That nuclear wind. Like it says, the angels held back the 4 winds. That's that destruction that it's talking about. And I will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her and shall empty her land, for in the day of trouble. And when you look at Babylon right now, over there in the Middle East, it's full of people. So it couldn't be talking about that. Hey, when the scriptures talk about Arabia, even in Genesis 2, it says Havilah. All right, it says.
Go fast, start a nation to shoot missiles on
God. Yep. It says, and will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her and shall empty her land, for in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about. Against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow, and against him that lifteth himself up in his brigandine, and spare ye not her young men, destroy ye utterly all her hosts. Yep. Thus the slain shall fall in the land of the Chaldeans, and they that are thrust through in her streets. For Israel hath not been forsaken, nor Judah of his power of the Lord of hosts, though their land was filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel. Yep. Flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense.
And that's talking about spiritually fleeing into this truth, man. All right, well, the Lord would have us, man. All right, because hey, you can physically flee, but if the Lord got a spirit of vengeance with a hit out on you, it's gonna follow you. It's just like when Thanos came and he snapped his fingers. When he snapped his fingers, everybody across the globe got destroyed. Everybody in the universe, actually. Everybody see I'm trying about who that hit was meant for. All right. That's why it says in Psalms 139 and 7. If somebody want to get it, you know, hey, where shall I go from the Lord's Spirit, man? You know, if the Lord wants you, whether He wants you for salvation, you're gonna be delivered, no matter where you are. But if the Lord wants you for destruction, you're gonna be destroyed, no matter where you are. Psalms 137, 139.
Psalms 139 and 7. Whether shall I go from thy spirit, or whether shall I flee from thy presence?
It's just like when it's funny. It's the same man, Peter. Whither shall we go, Lord? You got the keys of eternal life. All right. So he was talking about on the deliverance end, but also the Lord. He has the issues of death. To the Lord belongs the issues of death. He knows a trillion gazillion many ways for you to be destroyed, man.
Let me say something. You niggas that be speaking of the angel, you niggas be using the Bible as spells to your house. I got a personal beef with you and shit. Thing is, the volume that book, right? You playing with fire too, man. All right. So we got some special death angels for you using the Bible scripture for spells and shit. Go ahead.
Verse 8 says, if I ascend up into heaven, thou art there. If I make my bed in hell, thou art there. So, Spirit of God is everywhere. You know, you can't hide from the eyes of God.
That's right.
I got something.
You can't hide.
This is Amos 5:19. It says, as if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him. So it's like the movie Final Destination. You got the death angel. Oh, you thought you got off the plane because you had to use the bathroom, right? It's like, but anyways, however you died, because that movie gave you a chance to get out the jam.
Yeah.
You know, in the Final Destination, it gave you hope to escape death,
Make you think.
right? Or make you think that you can get out that jam. But let me pull this out really quick.
And I think the angel, that was the black dude in the mortuary, right?
No.
Well, I mean, he has to be like an angel because he always
Right, this is Deuteronomy 32 and 39. See now that I, even I am he, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. So once Yahweh pulls your card, hey, that's it.
Yeah.
You know, it's a wrap. What's that? As a matter of fact, might as well bring this one out.
Lord's coming to snatch candlesticks, man.
Real quick. This is Zephaniah 3 and 5. The just Yahweh is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity. Every morning does he will not. Says the just Yahweh is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity.
You know, people are like, oh, he's just a cruel God. He's just murderous.
Is there unrighteousness from God?
Right.
No. Right? It says every morning doth he bring his judgment to light. He faileth not. So judgment goes out every single day. And you know how many people die a day? Hundreds of thousands of people. I think it was like every 5 seconds, 2 people die.
How many people born every year? Yeah, but it's pretty close to that, right? So when somebody go out, somebody come in.
Job chapter 4 verse 7. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, for where was the righteous at all?
Ain't nobody born innocent, man. All right, just like there was what happened I think a while ago. I eat my baby dog and eat my baby dog something up. Damn. All right, so that baby could have been a conquistador that started the Northern Kingdom here. All right, or that baby could have been somebody in past life that took his dogs, his hunt dogs, and told them to eat a Judite so-called people up, man, when they were slave catchers and stuff. All right, so nobody is more innocent.
Django,
Yeah.
they let the dogs on the one dude.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So the dude who let the dogs on him, he probably came back as that baby. They got
Ate up, man.
Hey, that's beautiful, man.
Yeah.
It's like shit. That the one dude he talked about on the live how the dude got ate in his own house by the alligator.
Yeah.
See, he could have been feeding Jake the alligator.
Yeah.
This is 2nd Esdras 5:41. And I said, Behold, O Lord, yet art thou nigh unto them that be reserved to the end. And what shall they do that have been before me, or we that be now, or they that shall come after us? And he said unto me, I will liken my judgment unto a ring, like as there is no slackness of the last, even so there is no swiftness of the first.
It's a balance. So everybody gets their little moment in the time in the sun to shine. But hey, just know, hey, for all these things, you're gonna enter into judgment, man.
Right. You got Jake's 2/3, man. They had their hands in murdering the prophets, man.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, that little girl.
They were the ones who killed the prophet.
Oh, poor little girl. She was getting a Wendy's hamburger in the driveway, and the bullet came through that. That little girl could have been one of the women that stole one of the prophets, man. All right. Or set the prophets up. All right.
Like the lady walking down the street, and a dude missed the dude that he was trying to shoot.
Right.
And then the bullet caught the woman.
Right.
Hey, the Lord is not unrighteous, man. So why did these things happen? Somebody did something wrong, and it wasn't the Most High.
What's that? That always makes me think of the one video. It's that group called Korn, the rock group.
Yeah, I know.
Where in the video, like the cartoon, the black dude tricks the bullet.
Right.
The gun almost hits a little girl, and then it like starts going through the whole city, or it hits the guy's cup, and then it hits the balloon, and then the bullet just keeps on going. You don't know where the damn bullet gonna hit. You know that people die from that every damn day.
Israel, baby. Y'all keep that up.
Yep. So I answered and said, Couldst thou not make those that have been made and be now, and that are for to come at once, that thou mightest show thy judgment the sooner? Then answered he me and said, The creature may not haste above the maker, neither may the world hold them at once that shall be created therein.
Right, because the Lord was trying to raise up certain kingdoms and bring them down so that he would raise up America for this time now, man. Because this is an extension of the Roman Empire. So all those kingdoms had to come. It couldn't all come at once. It came through balance, through checks and balances, man.
Good example. That's in the book of Daniel, chapter 7. Had all those different kingdoms from the Assyrian, Babylonian, and all the way down to Rome, or Greek Rome, and then today present America and its colonies. Made over the EU. Right.
It said, and I said, as thou hast said unto thy servant, that thou which givest life to all hast given life at once to the creature that thou hast created, and the creature beareth, even so it might now also bear them that now be present at once. And he said unto me, Ask the womb of a woman, and say unto her, If thou bringest forth children, why doest thou it not together, but one after another? Pray her therefore to bring forth 10 children at once. And I said, She cannot, but must do it by distance of time. It said, Then said he unto me, Even so have I given the womb of the earth to those that be sown in it in their times.
Right, because even if a woman was pregnant with, I would just say sextuplets. I wouldn't know it would be like yes, something like that. Even if she did have that's why you do C-sections, because really a woman would die by pushing all of those out. But when she has twins or more than one child, so-called at once, she doesn't have them at once. It's always one that's older. It's always a balance of someone coming out first, man.
It's just like a gumball machine. You don't get a gumball at once. I mean, you don't get that 2 gumballs at once. You get one at a time.
That's a great machine, though.
There you go. That's the point. That motherfucker will be, the vessel would break.
It's Yep, then said he, Even so have I given the womb of the earth to those that be sown in it in their times, for like as a young child may not bring forth the things that belong to the aged, even so have I disposed the world which I created. And I asked and said, Seeing thou hast now given me the way, I will proceed to speak before thee, for our mother, of whom thou hast told me that she is young, draweth now nigh unto age.
Yeah, because now that the earth is growing older, you know, and it's waxing weaker because of the person that's in rulership right now, man. So now it's coming a time where the Lord's going to have to refresh everything.
Reset.
Yep, because now it's on the brink of destruction. That's the only way that the Lord is going to be able to preserve and save life. And that's the reason why he's also going to have mercy on his creation.
I thought you were going to say.
We
Yeah,
are singing.
Yeah,
We're singing the spiritual tune.
Dance to it.
That's right. And you got no rhythm, that's why.
That's right.
You ain't gonna dance to this song.
I'm
going into captivity.
And that's why Esau gonna get fucked up with the king, right? And that's why he gonna get wiped out, shit like that. Can you imagine another family using this bullshit? And that was some racist shit, all right? So he basically said, I thought you gonna chuck and jive and shit like that.
Pretty much.
Because these niggas been doing it.
Right?
Because these niggas been doing it.
Right.
They're used to it. This they can't.
And they show you it gotta be a hefty divine power, man. That damn thing over us.
Yeah.
It's because we went on.
Right, go ahead.
It said, verse 51, he answered me and said, ask a woman that beareth children, and she shall tell thee, saying to her, wherefore are not they who thou hast now brought forth like those that were before, but less of stature? And she shall answer thee, they that be born in the strength of youth are of one fashion, and they that are born in the time of age, when the womb faileth, or otherwise. Consider thou therefore also how that ye are less of stature than those that were before you.
Right. The scripture goes into how it took two mighty men with a staff or stave, however it says it, to carry a cluster of vine of grapes. A cluster of grapes. Two mighty men having two shamans to pick up a thing of grapes that my daughter can pick up with one hand. She can pick it up with one hand. Imagine back in the day how big everything was. You know, just imagine that. So, shit, we're little compared to the ancient time. We're small, like this.
Yeah.
You know?
I think the elders brought that out. They went to some type of museum. They had artifacts. And they said the way the door was built.
Yeah,
is
the
what
doors
called
were
them.
built big as hell, yeah.
I think it was like what, 7 feet tall. Probably around that range.
Yeah, probably the average dude was about like 7, 8 feet.
7, 8 feet ancient Israel.
Probably. That was little.
That's what Columbus said in his records when he came over. He said they were huge.
Right. And then there was one take on TikTok where the Rockefellers owned some land. It was a Gadite where they found a sacrifice altar. So it was like in ancient Israel, and they said the Gadite mummies was like it's the thing that said he was right too, but he said the Gadite mummies was like 8 foot tall.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Yep, you see those. You see some of those claymores from Europe. The claymores be like, 8, not huge. It take a huge man to wield them.
Right. Go ahead.
It's verse 54. It says, consider thou therefore also how that ye are less of stature than those that were before you, and so are they that come after you less than ye, as the creatures which now begin to be old and have passed over the strength of youth. Then said I, Lord, I beseech thee, if I have found favor in thy sight, show thy servant by whom thou visitest thy creature. Yep. So, and like the brother said, man, we want to be renewed, refreshed, and restored to our full stature.
Right. Yeah. Another thing that we see the TikTok video, giant books.
They had some shit called the that's some history Esau's trying to hide called the blood flood. How like we're really on top of a lot of shit. Right. That's like there was like a big ass mud flood. Playing that shit over there. That's just anyway. I got distracted.
The flesh is weak.
So there's a lot of buildings that we're literally building on top of shit that's underneath us from way back in the past where motherfuckers were bigger and those doorways are bigger.
Right.
You see certain buildings where the windows would start underground. It's like, well, why did they start the window like that? That's because the fuck we're building up on top of shit.
Right.
And like they'll say, because everything returns back to the dust, right? They'll say like, where are the tombs at? Where are the bones? Where shit? It's all.
It's a lot. You see how that's one there say the bones gonna hug us, trying to keep it true.
Good.
Hey man, the Lord go over that boy, man, the next day and tell him to hear that. That's why there's like women, 2/3 of Israel they control the perish.
They can do nothing to get you before the first time.
Right.
Anything that's just putting a target on your back for trying to get away from this. You know, this is the future. You can't change the future.
Right. Can't change the
It's
past.
inevitable.
Can't change the
What Mr. Smith say? I am inevitable. The truth is inevitable, man.
Yeah.
It was always bound to come out. Shit, like those little hats, they were astonished that our elders were coming out with this truth because they had paid so much money to make sure that this didn't come out.
Right.
And we don't even have all the proof that they have to prove it, but that's how you know that this is a strong faith-based thing. Because everything as far as the name, as far as who the 12 tribes are, well, we have this book, this is enough. It helped bring out everything else. Then, the Lord started bringing out things through them. All right? They started to unfold this mystery which has been hidden for ages.
I got something right quick. Backing off what the elders were saying. This is Ecclesiastes. You know what the elders was talking about. This is Ecclesiastes 3:1. To everything there's a season and a time, and to every purpose under the sun. A time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, a time to pluck up that which is planted. A time to kill, a time to heal, a time to break down, and a time to build up. So, yeah.
All right, so it's a time as a nation we fall. It's a time that the Most High gonna turn his back on us and put us to sleep. Now it's time for us to come out of God our grace and shake that dust off.
Except for Baruch, what, 4 or something like that? That's gathered by the order.
All right, man. All right, so now it's time for the light to come out, man. All right, Esau, the little hats, they had their time to falsely portray as us, man. All right, so now they've been exposed as the fraudulence.
Well, if something's not real, what does it do? It decays.
It decays. Yeah.
And they ask, it's waxing terrible, man. And then the real thing is shown to be what it is.
Right. Somebody get a Psalm 85.
Shit, what's that?
Evil only got
Revelation says the devil coming down has great wrath because he knows that he got but a short time.
That's the spirit. He just said that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, he said he only
He got a short time to rule, so he gonna turn up.
This is Psalm chapter 85, verse 11. Truth shall spring out of the earth,
Right.
and righteousness shall look down from heaven.
Right, so now the truth shall spring out of earth. That what the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of. The people that call themselves Jewish, all right, they're not the real Israelites, man. And they can't support it with scriptures. Because if you ask a question, all they do, they say, well, I observed the Shabbat. My mama was in a hologram. All right. I eat matzo balls.
Yeah, show the little tattoo
like,
thing.
Please go to scripture and show me. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't answer that right now. I gotta go ask my rabbi. I can't show you that I'm the Israelites. Can you go to see that goes Satan right there? What they always say, they can't answer one of the verses in Deuteronomy 28. Oh no, that's
I'm running out of time.
I gotta go. Alright. Or they say, oh, that's metaphoric. They don't even believe scripture. Look, a large percentage of the little hats, they don't believe the scripture. They know they're not it.
They use Torah, the Tanakh, as a front we're the people, but then they'll take the other book, the Talmud, and put it on top of the Old Testament.
Somebody get that Psalm 50 and 16. Somebody get that Psalm 50 and 16. Put it out. Right. It's like Isaiah 8 with no light in it. Alright, so I get that Psalm 10 and 7.
I got the Psalms 50 and 16.
Okay, we'll bring that out.
All right, Psalms 50 and 16. But unto the wicked, Yahweh saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes?
Right.
Or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth?
Also, we the people of the book. They put their little fucking cap, condom on their head. All right. And they got the prayer shawl. They got our book of Torah. They got the Torah scroll. But they don't follow no law, none of it in that book.
The Talmud.
Oh yeah, they got their little Talmud, right? Their little satanic cheat codes and shit.
That's the book they talking about. Which
Right.
Jake invented that bullshit in Babylon or something like that.
They say this book was compiled. This shit going on. Even it was written by people, man. This shit going the fuck off.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It was invented in Babylon. Like it's false, man.
Right, this shit is false, man. Right, it was just a bunch of niggas, a bunch of KKK actors. All right, who keep the law. These all can't keep the law no damn way. All right, so they cast the law behind them, man. They don't follow not one law in that Tanakh, man. That Torah. All right. Then the other side, the flip side, you got their Lord brethren. All right, they call themselves Christians, and they don't follow not one law. Right? Show me a law where it said you go bomb some 4 little girls in a church. What's the law on that? Yeah, in Alabama, they bombed that church and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Birmingham.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Showing the law where you could what is it? You could sleep with another man's wife that he already took on virginity. That's his wife and stuff. Where's the law on that? All right. Where's the law? All right. You can serve pork, honey baked ham on Sunday, and all this stuff, man. All right. And you're supposed to pay a man at the end of the day.
Hey, tell them we can go on and ride and go to meetings.
So, and you got a lot of pay for Esau. All right. Over-afflicting our people and stuff, man. All right.
I believe Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 16. It says, we are esteemed of him as counterfeits. He abstaineth from our ways as from filthiness. He pronounceth the end of the just to be blessed and maketh his boast that the Most High is his fault.
You damn so-called white people, you're a bunch of damn counterfeits, man. Yeah. A bunch of damn fraudulents. All right, the Bible is the book of the land. If you don't follow the Bible, you can't follow your own damn laws, no corporations.
Yeah.
Then you sit up there and go to jail. All right, but Big Bubba breaking down your back, man.
Esau make laws and then make them amendments.
Right. Oh, they'll make laws and they have little loopholes.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't cross that. You didn't dot that I, and you didn't cross that T. So technically, you didn't sign a contract, and you can't go to federal prison. Or maybe you could go. You get what they call that shit? Maybe a home and shit.
House arrest.
Yeah, house arrest. All right, shit like that, man. All right, well, show me the law where you can blow a man's head off. All right, because he was so-called speeding or taking a jog down the road and shit. Ain't no law against that. There's no law that condones that, man. All right, so y'all front, you're not white. Your ass is red. All right, and white severely means pure, man. There's nothing white about you people, man. And you ain't the original French. The word Frank means generous. You damn devils ain't generous, man. You're cruel, malicious, and covetous people, man. Yeah, don't talk about your ass. That's what that means.
This is verse 12. It said, therefore let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn.
Right, we ain't for your turn. We ain't for this bullshit society, man. It's bullshit. Look at this shit. This shit raggedy and dirty and dusty and everything, man. This ain't no goddamn society. This is a damn mockery, man. This is a damn mockery. Go ahead.
Yep. Because he is not for our turn, and he is clean contrary to our
Right, we
doings.
clean contrary to your ways, man. We don't want to deal with your bullshit, man.
Oh,
That's why he doesn't follow the scriptures.
Right, that's why he don't follow the scriptures, man. What's this dumb shit? New Year's, Christmas, and New Year's, man. How the fuck is New Year's and everything dead? You see the leaves on the trees? New Year happened in scriptures in the Abbey on the 14th day, with the first day of the month was springtime. On the 14th day, we had that Passover, man.
that's right.
All right, within that month, that's the New Year, man. Everything's dead, man. Listen, they try to change the times and everything. All right? Go ahead.
We don't even know the real year.
Yeah, we don't know real because you're red ass.
Yes. Added shit to it.
And just add this shit. And that's why I believe we can't get the essence date right, man. The devil will change it.
He changes time.
Right.
100.
But guess what? The essence did happen because they got that rock where the water came out. Ain't no stream under that rock or none. Then nobody takes something in the end of the rock and shove make water come out. The water again it's open, like it's open and actually water came out of it. The archaeologists said that. Go ahead, yeah.
They said they found the rock Moses spoke. So you see the big old crack in the middle and you see water corrosion.
Yep.
Like, because you could, certain rocks where water ran through,
Right.
it leaves a certain print. So they're saying that, yeah, water came out of this rock.
I want you to
And
commit.
that's Esau, the devil, telling y'all that.
Yeah, I want you to commit niggas to bump that.
Right.
Motherfucker. Alright? It's a lockdown. Alright? And then it's a mountaintop over there in Jordan. It's burnt. How they get burnt? Ain't no damn volcano in there. Ain't nobody light a bomb, had a camping bonfire on top of that mountain, man. It was the cherry. Most had came down. Then it's
Mount Sinai.
yeah. Then it's 12 wells. There's 12 wells down there. All right, because the Jordan government keep it from over. Then you go to the Red Sea. It's all types of military trash down there. The Egyptian army stuff trash. It showed they got swallowed up in the Red Sea, man.
You
I
can
think
Google it.
they also found the stones that Joshua left, the 12 stones.
Right.
They picked up the stones and they placed them in a certain spot over there.
Yeah.
They found all these. Look,
Yeah.
so-called white man, he's a man that needs evidence and proof.
Right.
We go off of faith. We believe it because God said it.
Right.
These motherfuckers actually go and find this shit. Oh,
Right.
Noah's
They
Ark.
hide it.
He says, Noah's boat is over here at
Right.
these mountains. They go and they find the shit. Oh, I'm pretty sure they got all the bones, all the relics. They got all of that shit.
Yeah.
Well, to tell a lie, you got to know the truth.
Yeah, no, that's matter of fact, I was on the phone with Tazabah from I'm sorry, not on the phone, but I was on the phone line last night. Brother said they found Paleo Hebrew writing in Derwent, Australia. So among those so-called Aborigines, you have
Well, remember they fired Glenn Beck for having that stone on his show,
right.
and they fired him like within a week, man,
Right, man.
for
That
exposing
same
that.
day,
Yeah.
And guess what they did at Derwent, Australia? They closed the site down, and the guy said there was nothing else come out of it, and he disappeared and shit.
Yeah.
All right.
He was asking for
Fall
box.
off, fall
He was
side,
asking the
fall
box.
off.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Here they got Jake and ghettos, man. They got Jake in the reservations. It's just another ghetto.
Don't ghetto me dwelling place of the Jews. All right, so you are a counterfeit. You can't prove. How come we can prove we can point the scriptures fit us? They don't fit you. Something wrong. And that's supposed to be your book,
Right, because Deuteronomy 28,
Right.
under the curses, it says that these curses shall pursue thee and overtake thee.
Right.
So no matter where we're at, we're under the curses.
Right. Yep. It says, verse 12. It says, he upbraideth us with our offending the law and objected to our infamy, the transgressions of our education. He professes to have the knowledge.
Ya la voz de Caldero, oh my God.
He professes to have the knowledge of the Most High, and he calleth himself the child of the Lord. He was made to reprove our thoughts. He is grievous unto us, even to behold.
Right, we'll basically a thorn in Esau's side.
Yep.
And he can't get out.
Rocking his shoe.
Right.
Lively stones.
Or they corner that big ass toe that you can't shave down and shit. Cause you do try to shave it, you're gonna bleed out. Yeah. That's how we used to eat so.
Feel that shit.
They say, for his life is not like other men's, his ways are of another fashion.
Right, we're not like other men. That's why we respect for these people, man.
Another thing is,
so go ahead. Now we're a bunch of so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. We ain't on the corner with our hands hanging off our ass and shit. All right, smell like skunk weed and shit. We smell like open ass crack. All right. That's why the guy came in and said, "Hey, shouldn't you guys be singing?"
Right.
All right.
Rolling blunts.
He thought we was rolling blunts.
About to see.
With a 40-ounce
We
weed,
singing, all right.
skunk weed, right? Hands hang off our ass. No, we ain't doing
But see,
this
the
shit.
thing
Right.
is, we are singing. That's
Right.
that new song in Revelation,
Right.
That these people ain't heard. But what did how the scripture say? I had piped unto you, and you had not danced.
Right, the pipe.
I sing, and y'all ain't mourn with me.
Right.
We are out here. This is the spiritual songs, but people can't. When you listen to the radio, your station got to be tuned into that channel in order to receive it. See, these people they can't tune into this channel because they ain't on that frequency to even receive it. Only a small number of people are going to understand this. So,
I got it right here.
This is Luke 7:31. It says, "And the Lord said, Whereunto then shall I liken the men of this generation, and to what are they like? They are like unto children sitting in the marketplace, and calling one to another, and saying, We have piped unto you, and ye have not danced."
This is the marketplace. You got Target, you got Macy's, you got the damn Jordan store. Buying some damn $300 pair of Jordans that cost $5 to make. You got. So we are in the marketplace. Go ahead and read it.
They are like unto children sitting in the marketplace, and calling one to another, and saying, We have piped unto you, and you have not danced. We have mourned to you, and ye have not wept.
We out here telling the people the truth. They ain't out here paying attention.
And what they always say, they're out here hollering at people. They just harass. No, man. They say, spare not like a trumpet, man. Lift up your voice like a trumpet.
Trying to bend them to the marriage.
Right, you trying to build. You ain't just still there, just chasing like a little chihuahua. That's what they say. That's what they say. We are barking, but we barking at the elect.
Right.
All right, and also we barking at to condemn this system, man. All right, we got a good reason to bark, man. The shit finna hit the fan. All right.
Matthew 22:9. Go ye therefore into the highways, and as many as ye shall find, bid to the marriage.
Right.
So those servants went out into the highways and gathered together all as many as they found, both bad and good, and the wedding was furnished with guests.
Right. So we are here on the highways and byways to bring what? The let the 1/3 Israel into that to the big wedding of Yahweh, that marriage. Right, to bring them back into the arms of Yahweh Shai, man. Right, that's our mission, to deal with the elect. No, the 2/3 you're not gonna get, man. And we'll give a shit to you if you don't get it, because they ain't meant for you. Right, we ain't gonna cry if you can drag your leg. Oh, can you get this, brother? Oh, we not listen every day. Oh man, I hope they get it. I hope Sonetic you don't come to the truth, man. Man, I hope
beat his ass like
I hope Sonetic get it. I hope Shaka most get it, man. Man, I hope Reg's a damn terror. He'll eat him like terror. He been El Tahar. He'll damn terror, man. All right, so I kind of do. I have a feeling he'll terror. I hope Reg's gonna get it. He ain't gonna get it because he's a terror. Man, I hope this person gonna get it, man. Man, I hope Singer Bear on TikTok get it. hope they get it, man. No, man, they ain't meant for them to get it, man.
Scripture say to seek out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Man, look, man, fuck everybody else. You know, I hope we get it.
Right.
You know,
hey, even Yahweh Shah said, I pray for them, I pray not for the world. Meaning he was praying for those that wanted to get it. Right. That they were seeking the Lord.
This is 2 Corinthians 4 and 3. It said, but if our gospel be hid, it's hid to them that are lost. Right. Whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, who is the image of the power, should shine unto them.
You niggas lost, man. You just lost. You lost to the sauce, man.
It said God blinded.
Right.
So
go ahead.
So you got to really think about that. God blinded people. I thought God loved everybody though. Yeah. It says that God blinded them.
The Most High loveth none save him that dwells with wisdom.
It's a nigga on TikTok talking about he gonna whoop your Howard. He's gonna beat him up, all this stuff.
Every idle word.
Look, the nigga had a cold that he can't get rid of in 2 weeks. And I think the Israel sister on there just talked to him. But she told him, she said, hey, when you lay down, that fluid is coming from your nasal and going to your lungs and trying to come out, but it can't. And that's real good, man, because you're damn scoffer, man. You black people to get your house. All right?
I got one right quick.
See, your house is the king of terror, man. All right? Go ahead.
This is 2 Thessalonians 2 and 11. And for this cause, the power shall send them a strong delusion, and they shall believe a lie.
Right, you believe all that dumb shit. Christianity, commanders, which is Christianity 1.0, with some words. All right, Islam, the shit that you make up yourself. Right, what's that name? Bobby Hemming. He made a goddess for the goddamn bathroom. He made a god to use the goddamn bathroom.
To watch you take a shit.
Right. That is bugged out, man.
That is fun. Yeah, but the scriptures go into a man. He takes a piece of wood, right? He makes a nice ass table with it. And then another one, he makes a chair. He takes some of the wood, makes a fire to keep him warm. But then the leftover, the shit that's just left over, he makes a god. Oh, this is my god. Motherfucker, that's the leftover from all the other shit you didn't use it for. Like, that's what an idol is. It's a false god that was crafted by man's hands. Right. Now that idol, you can set it in the house catch on fire.
Right.
The idol can't even deliver that god, whatever that you worship, it can't even get itself out the house to not get caught on fire.
Right. All right. Let me say one more thing. If the Bible was popular in ancient Egypt, how come nobody prophesied in ancient Egypt language? They don't got the metronomic or hieroglyphics, so even on their own, the modern language. How come ain't no bunch of niggas with pharaoh clothing on with a saddle on their head prophesied eagle head? Right, eagle head. How come they now doing that?
The Lord said, do not as the Egyptians do either, man.
Right. If it was copied for them, they had almost the same prophecy. Right.
Yeah, you talk about idolatry. So idolatry was... into an image made like unto corruptible man, and to birds and four-footed beasts and creeping things. Wherefore the Most High also gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves, change the truth of the Most High into a lie and worship and serve the creature more than the Creator who is blessed forever. Amen.
Those wicked ideals that are behind those idols, they come from the wicked consciences of man, because that's just a statue until somebody worships it. Then they start putting their own rules and laws on it, you know? Whether it be them saying Christianity and saying you can do all this, well, that proves that Christianity has nothing to do with the Bible. Because the Bible doesn't say that you can be a witch or that you can be a homosexual. It doesn't give you the law to do that. What does? Idols.
Can I interject? Because I'm going to get on Issachar ass, man. I get tired of this shit. All right? And the Meshiga asked Texas. Oh, good. They try to explain away. Why you sacrifice. They did like Esau. They said sacrifice people, man. And then they try to speak against the truth. And you like, motherfucker, you sacrificing people and shit. Like, ripping hearts out and shit. Kicking them down the stairs. You sacrifice your neighbors and shit. All right? And they try to explain it, but then they won't talk shit. Like what's the reason of that shit? The blood don't need no damn son. Like, what the fuck, man? And that's that diver shit that he's going into, man. Idol worship. This shit is stupid, man. And really, Esau whooped your ass with the same sun god, just had a different name.
That's what he's doing today.
Right.
He's whooping all these nations, including Jake's ass, with the same dumb shit that they was worshiping.
Yeah. Wasn't it Elam when the whole the boogie germ, the C19 shit?
Right.
Elam threw all their fucking
idols.
Yeah, because they threw all the idols away. Because they're like, oh, save us from this germ. They threw all them damn, and they needed like bulldozers to plow up the streets because shit, Elam threw all their false gods out the window because it wasn't helping them.
Right. I got some more now. Okay. For this cause, all right? For this cause, the Most High gave them up unto vile affections. For even their women did change the natural use into which is against nature.
That goddamn OL lifestyle.
Alphabet lifestyle.
Right.
And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burned in their lust one toward another, men with men, working that which is unseemly.
Something animals don't even do, all right? Because, yeah, there's no such thing as homosexual animals. Animals don't actually get with another animal of the same sex. They might do some weird shit, and they don't actually have sex with each other. But you're worse than a damn animal, man. Because even they understand, well, you can't procreate this way, all right? And then, shit, we're supposed to be so intelligent, this causes disease.
And then your dumb ass take pride in that. Now realize self-genocide, and that's what the elite want you to do. They want you to self-genocide.
Population control.
Population control, and so you won't have no strong men to challenge their authority and shit.
Get the man out the house, get raised by the woman.
Right.
Now the son is all acting like an emotional ass female when somebody look at him or step on his Jordan.
Yeah, like in the 90s. You step on niggas Jordan, you get the captain and shit, man. Alright? That's what happened. Right. All you emotional ass niggas locked up in jail. And you belong there, man. I don't give a shit, man. Alright? You niggas belong there, man. You ain't belong no goddamn streets, man. Causing problems and shit, man. Yeah.
Go away.
But then Esau show up and shit. You're so massive.
Your Honor.
Right.
Your Honor.
They'll come against you. And then look, if you put pause on them, whoop their ass and shit, they get mad, go get a gun, man. Alright? That's why when you face somebody like that, you gotta bangle them niggas, man. They can't get up and shit. They do. They'll fucking lie and say 8 dudes jumped on me and shit. You only gonna whoop their ass.
I whooped this one dude's ass back in the day. I whooped his ass so good. He told his family that he whooped my ass.
They have it here before.
His brother came out like, my brother beat your ass. I'm like, bro, did you see it? Did you see his face? Like, did he even touch
a bunch of goddamn demons, man.
Right.
Emotional and shit. That's why a lot of you locked up.
Oh yeah, because look at the old school movies where when we had beef, what do? The dad would be like, all right, let's get the gloves on, go to the yard, and the dad would be there with the other dude's dad, and they'll squash it out, and then you became friends.
Right.
I became friends with dudes that I fought in the world.
That was your best friend.
That was your best friend.
Yeah.
You know, so but now motherfuckers, they can't take a L.
The embarrassment. But that the embarrassment is called humility.
Doing this, they get the gun and shit. But then they give him balls. Hey, you can't get that gun, dude. That been press his weight. You can press his weight 5,000 times.
Right.
All right.
Can't get your crew.
Can't get there. All right. Go ahead.
This is Proverbs 6:16. These 6 things that the Lord hates, yea, 7 of abominations to him: a proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood.
Right.
A heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, feet that be swift and run into mischief.
That's 2/3. That scripture describing 2/3 of niggas, man. Lawlessness, you know, like no type of order in anything, man. Alright? And I'm witnessing myself, man. My own people. Alright? Y'all don't like order, man. You just want to do everything because that's what Daddy Esau teach you to do. He teach you to do everything to your heart. Obey your thirst.
Right.
Just do it. Just do it.
Right.
It's instant gratification, man.
Popcorn
You're a bunch of
generation.
spoiled ass brats, man.
Add water.
Right. It's just like movie. It's just like that movie Blade. When Dracula told the vampire that you're forming shadows of yourself.
man. God bless you.
You form shadows of yourself. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Asian, you form shadows of yourself, man. You're a very austere and hard and strong people, man. All right, you take a it's like that 1,000 years ago and bring him here, man. He'll shake his head and shit. He'll probably take a sword, get the slaying all of us, man. All right, so we look how weak we became, man.
Start slapping niggas like
Right.
Bernie Mac
Hey.
on head of state. What's wrong with y'all?
What's wrong with y'all?
What's going on with you niggas?
Right.
Hey,
Why this
King-
nigga wearing these tight ass
Hey, if
pants?
King
You got a dress on?
If King David was here, he'll grab us like this, like what's wrong with y'all? And he'll make us do laps and shit, like he'll do like 1 lap around 5 blocks and shit.
Now
Call us
remember
bitches, man.
during the time of King David, he sent his men out to the Ammonite king or something because his father passed away. And they're like, man, they here to try to, he's like, they here trying to take over our spot, you know. So the Ammonite king shaved half their beard off, and he ripped their garment to where their butts were showing.
Yeah.
And David was like, nah, y'all gotta leave. And once your beard grows back, then y'all can come in. You know? So it's your beard is like a badge of manliness, you know? So David told him, man, y'all gotta just go chill outside the city until your beard comes back, and then y'all can come in. But today, our people shave nice and clean, and they literally they don't have a Gucci belt on, but with their ass cheeks hanging out.
Right.
If King David seen that, he'll be like, man, get these dudes up out of here. Y'all got to get out the city.
He'll say you sodomites.
Yeah.
It looks
Say,
like
hey, get
something
the warlocks out of here. Get the sodomites
Y'all
out.
got to get out of here.
That's a shame.
I got one. This is you.
One more, verse 19. It say, a false things the Lord hate, the false witness that speaketh lies, and him that soweth discord among brethren.
Right. Then also, you niggas teaching all these lies that the Most High name is not Yahweh.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
His name ain't
matter.
Jesus.
Right, you can call it Yoke.
Hey, get one of them niggas some Jordans and tell them, some Jumpman and tell them they Jordans.
And what's this
They
shit?
gonna look at you
HOPC
crazy, man.
talking about Moab and Ammon, not the Chinese and Japanese.
It's you or die.
They're broken up.
Y'all bugging the hell out, man. As a matter of fact, the brother Uriah got a letter from the Chinese saying that they are Moab and shit.
The Apostle Ramlab, he went in on it.
Right.
And he showed the statues of the ancient Ammonites. All right.
Right.
Who's the brother to Moab, man. All right. They obviously are some epicanic foe having as incest babies, man.
Right.
They're the
And-
product
and-
of
and
an
what's
incest.
the main one is the other main one is that Revelation 13:16 is not talking about the seed. Like what the hell it is? And you niggas, you know what? You say like the blind follow blind, like I said, Matthew 15:15, man. All right, so you niggas, you gonna feel hard and deserving so, man.
These are spots in your feast.
And y'all really a bunch of anti-Yahweh, anti-Hamashiach, man, anti-Christ, man.
Listen,
Little children of Baal, man.
even if you, well, the RFID, the radio frequency identification device,
Right.
is the Karagma, all right, the mark. I mean the well, I already said it, right? The marky mark.
Marky mark.
That is what it is. But let's just say that it wasn't. Well, you still can't get it because the scriptures say you can't. You can't even when you cut into the flesh, because it goes into the tattoos.
Right.
And not to make any cuttings in your flesh. And in order to get that device, you got to cut into the flesh with that stake.
Yeah.
It's the scriptures. The scriptures is on point.
And then you put that secret menu, you put a foreigner over you. That's not among your brother. That's in the book of Deuteronomy. I mean Deuteronomy 25 and 17. You should put a brother among you, man.
Hey, the Lord looks at that like some bitch ass shit. For one, he don't like his people being subjected to such things like that. Then he don't want you to have that type of spirit where you gotta bitch down like, what the hell? I'm your God.
He's a God of war, man. Exodus 15:3.
Who was that Sennacherib, that Assyrian king? You know, he said that if you want to be a part of me, you know, or if you want me to overlook this destruction and not judging you how I'm going to do the other, look out your eyes and pay tribute to me, you know. And then Israel was sorrowful at that time. They was like, damn, what the hell we gonna do?
Oh,
because that was basically like his charagma at that time.
Another good one is the book of Samuel was they gonna make that deal, that old dirty ass Ammonite. They's gonna pluck the right eye out of their
that's what I'm talking about the Assyrian.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, it's a spirit. All right. And they're about to Saul like, hell no. He killed he unalived the Ammonite, man. Cursed Jake out, man, for that, man.
Yep.
All right.
Hey, we got the Lord to be our dread and our fear, man. What's your man doing to me? Hey, you take that thing from E, right. He's just gonna fuck you over anyway.
When that jump shot came out, Jake, I'm gonna get it, man. Oh, I can't get no job.
Master said.
Go ahead. Master said do this. Master said do that. And then we tell her, hey, don't take it. You know, it's gonna complicate things. It's gonna exaggerate things. You're organic side. This and that. You ain't no scientist. Who are you? You ain't no scientist. Right. And I'm the first. I was working when it happened. I'm really the first responder to it. All right. So I know how I counter it. So I know how to deal with it, man. All right. So you know, you ain't no doctor, man. That's what Jake do. I'm this and that. I'm this and that. So that's what Jake do, man.
And then doctors start coming out and saying the same thing we say.
Yeah, right. Then the doctors came out saying, and some of you now you start dropping like flies, man. All right, go ahead.
Got two co-workers, all right, that passed away. One from a stroke, and then one went into a whole bunch of breathing issues. He gone. All right, then I got another co-worker right now. He got all these bumps that just appeared on his face, and these bumps are the size of Skittles. So, yeah, he got Skittles all over his face. I said, what's wrong with your face, bro?
Oh, that was a commercial. He ate one and they just came
No
out.
shit.
I told you what that is.
Oh, yeah.
He all quiet. And shit. I told him what it was.
Oh, he kissed the rainbow.
Yeah, literally, yeah.
Hey, but that's you people get, man. All right? Instead of have faith in the Most High, you have faith in that damn man, man. This is the doctor running faucet and shit, man. I hate that motherfucker. Yeah. And then my mom kept talking about him all day, man. I don't want to hear about no damn doctor running faucet, man.
And he
my damn nerves.
And he had Dr. Fucci. He was involved. Right. He was involved with HIV.
Yeah.
So now, mind you, he was dealing with gang of function, which is figuring out how to take animal viruses and getting them to transfer over to humans. With the whole the whole last C19 shit that happened. Now he was doing that with HIV. So don't be surprised if he's the reason why that shit started happening.
Right.
You know,
The Wuhan labs.
you know, he was the one involved first of all with the HIVs.
Yep. And then when you look him up too, you find out he wasn't even the actual practicing doctor.
Right.
He went straight into politics after getting a degree. So the small S, they backed him and put him in that position for a reason.
Well, he is small. He actually kind
Well,
of,
yeah, I think he is.
He got the fat ass nose.
he got that monkey, bro.
This is Job. Laying back on what the elders was talking about. This is Job 13 and 4. But ye are forgers of lies, and ye are possessors of no value. Y'all listen to the Bill Gates and all these other people putting all this stuff in your body. These people are liars, man. It's population control.
What qualification do Bill hate?
Right.
What qualification do Bill hate your ass got?
Right.
His qualification is he's a damn college dropout. He's so-called founder of Microsoft. I heard other things. That really wasn't that. Right, which is no surprise if it is true. All right. He has no background in the medical field. Neither does his old dumbass wife. So why is he at the forefront flaunting? Like he spent like 30 years going to medical school and all this shit, and he invented a formula, that formula to get through this disease and that disease and all that stuff. He healed a whole bunch of people. He did shit.
From what I heard about him, they came out with the antivirus for the computers, but who came out with the virus for the computer? They did. They let it out so they can sell you the program.
That's right.
So it kind of ties in with the real germ.
Right.
They released. Oh, guess what? We got the software to fix it.
Right.
So
What's the dude name who does that with his computer? And you gotta pay him to get it off.
McAfee.
McAfee. Yeah,
They got rid of his ass. He had some shit. They blew up a whole building just to get rid of
Oh, that
his
one
ass.
in Miami?
Wait,
building in Florida, yeah.
The Rockefeller Bob got his ass.
Not because
Rothschild Bob
what
got
he
his
did,
ass.
what that devil did, was he gave the government, like I forget, so many laptops to do their government shit on with the software. But what he was doing was he had a back door where he was getting all what they were doing on there. So he had a whole bunch of, he had like a hard drive full of all their shit they were doing behind closed doors, all their wickedness. And he said if I end up dead,
fucking building,
it's
yeah.
'cause they killed me. And guess what? Like a week later, they got his ass.
And what
I got something right quick though.
They said they're gonna be. They said they're gonna out-devil us.
Right. This is 1 Timothy 6:20. Oh, Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust, avoiding profane and vain babblings and oppositions of science falsely so called. So we can't go off of what Esau deems to be facts and truth, because science really just is basically proof. Facts, you do the experiment and you get the results.
If I may,
You get the facts.
if I may, real quick, this devil used the same playbook for years: problem, reaction, solution. The Hellion dialect, man.
Yep. And that's why that shit happened in Chicago Avenue this summer with that McDonald's at. They letting all that happen. Why? Because the price of the real estate get low, they could cheaply buy that. And I think they're gonna have a casino shit. So that area might be somewhere where they pick up the casino. People wanna go to the casino.
Where's that?
And shit.
Where's that?
Chicago Avenue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Chicago Avenue and stuff. All right, when that McDonald's incident happened, dude got shot at. They let all this shit happen, so the real estate be cheap, and then they can buy it up. So they might turn that place all up to where the Creative Game Project might be a bus area where they could take the casinos and shit.
Gotcha.
Something like that, man. All right. So they devils, man. They devils, man. All right, go ahead.
Hey, jumping back to because we were talking about Dr. Falsey.
Running false.
And the shit.
Right.
Ultimately,
Yeah.
they're the rod of Assyria. They're the Lord's whooping stick, man. This is 2nd Ezra 15 and 11. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. All right, so ultimately, it's in the Lord's hands, like we mentioned earlier, of judgment, whether those plagues got to you. What does it say? Then no plague shall come nigh thee. Yep. The Lord is with you. That plague, and if that plague don't jump on you, you call on their name, the Lord will pull that plague off of you. All right. Certain brothers got sick and then bounce back. All right. This is verse 12. Egypt shall mourn in verse 13. They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seeds shall fail through the blasting of hail and with fearful consolation. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands.
What's that, Jacob's trouble? The source here today is the firearm. That's a fight when it's done. So it's gonna be total. It's gonna basically 8. Everything gonna be 8. Jacob's trouble. It's gonna be a time like I think it's time like not before. Yeah, before, man. Right? You can't walk one block. People getting slaughtered. People getting raped. Men and women getting hell, whole families, the husband, the wife, and the kids getting raped.
Shit, it was a bitch that almost got raped in Walmart in broad daylight.
Yeah. Oh, that happened in Philly when a woman last 2 years ago got raped in broad daylight on the train.
And nobody helped her, yeah.
All right, nobody helped shit, man. All right.
It says, verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men, because all these Americans with their Second Amendment rights, man, they're getting pissed off that you keep locking down their society, taking away their rights.
Hey, so look, then they got some new shit where you go to this obstacle, you gotta do this, scan this shit, go here, scan this shit, scan it, just to get a damn ball and shit. People ain't going for that bullshit.
Oh yeah, I seen that shit.
Yeah.
That woman, she was like, what the fuck?
What you say,
The woman they had showed that she was recording it.
Right.
She was like, it was confusing.
Right. You think people gonna go? You think people going for a second shutdown?
Right, it's
It's
gonna
gonna be
go.
sedition, man.
Yeah,
They're trying to do a lockdown on climate control now.
Right.
the carbon steps.
Right. Oh, you farted. You're gonna have to pay up now.
Yeah.
Taxes.
A lot of people had businesses in their family for 15 years, 20 years, 25 years, and then
60 years.
60 years, and then they got to shut down now because of this event that they had.
Yeah.
They pissed off.
Hey, they pissed off, man.
Now these Edomites starting to feel the same shit that Jake feel, man.
Right, because they the new niggas.
A lot of these farmers, they gotta plant, they gotta work for these big pharma companies and shit, and they're not making as much money. They kind of squeeze them on the amount of stuff that they can put out.
Right.
They feel the way. It said, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
Harvey Carvey basically fucked the law.
God.
Hey, shit, after today,
Yeah.
so-called New Year's, you got the so-called purge gonna kick in.
Right.
Hey, you women,
Yeah, it's winding up now.
yeah, you independent with Diego off, drum roping and shit. He get ready to, he shadow boxing in the mirror. Right? hey, there's gonna be certain laws and shit that are certain emergencies. The police ain't even gonna come out for.
Yeah.
Oh wait, like the one we did at the live show.
Yeah.
Is he breaking in your house? Yes.
Yes.
Tell him to stop. You know, like they
Hey,
come out.
the police killing themselves any goddamn way, man.
Yeah.
Been like 3 suicides in
And
like
you
2
dumbass
weeks.
people, defund the police. Defund the police.
Hey,
Now they gonna press the police.
F12.
They gonna press the police with the foreign troops, UN, private military, all in the robots. The robot dog and the
Yeah.
robot Chappie.
Chappie. Yeah,
Right? Hey, you can't file no
Joel,
complaint against Chappie.
Chappie, yeah, Chappie ain't got no rights.
Yeah.
Right. Because if the robot, if the robot shoots you, what they gonna say? Oh, he malfunctioned. So we put him out of commission and out of
We removed his shit.
Right.
And gave him a new one.
And then tell that down line, look, just pull him in the van and put him right back up there the next day and shit.
Right.
So that's a new robot season.
Yeah.
We put him down. We put him down.
He has the new download.
Right. Can't convict the robot of murder. Try robot.
Right.
New prime directors.
Verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy the houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
Dog eat dog world.
And that's talking about when there is no food. This is the time where it says, then shall they seek me early. That's the time that we're coming into. Because that's going to be before the famine. All right? This is going to be hell happening before the famine. That's in the midst of a famine, the lack of bread. Now, if we got all out chaos in a time where it's still times we can still kind of shop and go get food and get shit that you need, how much more worse is it going to be when there's nothing that you can do as far as feeding your family, man?
How the scripture say? It says if they do this in the green tree,
I was just
how
getting
much on the you got it?
I was getting it.
How much in the dry tree? So right now the trees, still a little green. You can go to the grocery store, get some eggs and some milk.
Order some food we need.
You can get some motherfucking Popeyes and some Domino's still and shit.
Shaking them, getting ready right now for tonight.
Yep. So it's it's still a green tree, even though there's shortages. You can, like the elder brother saying, you can still go out and get some shit. But when there ain't shit to go out and get, man, it's gonna be what you got.
Right.
You know? It's gonna be like what's that movie with Denzel Washington, The Book of Eli. He's like, I got some catfish, and he's like, I got some cat oil. And he has, remember, he turned that motherfucker into like chapstick. He has some cat oil, and he got some Kentucky Fried Chicken wipes. He traded. Motherfuckers gonna be trading motherfucking. They gonna be trading Jordans. Oh, the leather on those are good. I want to eat those.
Yep. Or the little ketchup packets. Like, hey, baby, bend over there.
Tree bark sandwiches.
A honey pack from
man.
For Popeyes.
Yeah, ain't gonna be no Chicago rap for our music.
Oh yeah, they gonna. That's what's gonna
Rat shit. That militia man.
That's gonna be the new Popeye spices chicken.
I was getting it with the elder was saying, Luke 23:31. For if they do these things in the green tree, what shall be done in the dry? Just playing back on what the brother was just saying. Bottom line is right now they fucking y'all over and y'all got some resources. You can go to the store and still get a can of goods. But in a minute you ain't gonna be able to get none of that shit. Now what you gonna do?
I don't know if you brothers saw that Russia Today commercial. They showed it. You know, they had, I think it was a
Merry Christmas one.
And as you saw, that tree literally started getting more barren. It started getting more dry to the last part when the tree was, they didn't have really no fucking leaves. And then there's no lights in the motherfucker.
They was like drinking soup.
They drinking soap, and they ate the fucking rat that they had got like 2 Christmases ago. They had like a gerbil or something. They showed him pick the little bow that they had on the gerbil from the beginning. First they had got the gerbil as a pet, and they had said, okay, nigga, you in this house, we gonna have to use you to work. And he was there running the lights.
He was doing electricity.
Yeah, bro.
He was running on the wheel.
Yep.
He was running electricity.
They just said, fuck it, you know what, we don't need lights that much. Now we really need food.
Don't eat your little ass.
I got one right quick. This is the book of Job 5:20. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. So this is gonna be funny, man. To us, the Lord is gonna put on the show for the elect, man.
Yep.
Even though we're gonna be frightened too at the same time. It's dangerous but beautiful times, yo. So while you people scrounging around for food and everything, preparing, food preppers and all that, they're preparing that stuff for the elect, man.
And what it does say, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. We are fearful of what the Lord is about to do. We don't want to be a part of it.
There you go, it's called balance. Because people, when the scriptures say the Lord shall laugh, they think it's a big a big face gonna be in the clouds. No, the Lord speaks through us.
Yep,
So we're gonna be laughing.
Yep. Like it is now, man.
Huh?
It's gonna be hilarious, man.
Because the Lord put the words in our mouth.
Hey man, so everything it be a dreadful, reality soon, man.
Yep.
All right, and it's gonna catch a lot of you people off guard. Man. I can't wait. I can't wait, man. 'Cause y'all been stalking real hard, man.
It's time for us to scoff y'all now.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Lord gonna flip it.
I'm gonna start laughing at you. Laugh at your calamity.
Yep. Right. Mark when your fear comes.
Oh, you bitches.
You got knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna be saying. You got knocked out.
Can I get one right quick?
Go ahead.
Real quick.
This was Solomon 3 and 19. For horrible is the end of the unrighteous generation.
No, it's great.
For horrible is the end of the unrighteous generation.
It's sweet. It is the loveliest time, and it's like Christmas.
For horrible is the end of the unrighteous generation.
Well, horrible is the end of the unrighteous generation, man. You don't want no parts in that. But you people don't see that right now. All right? You see the happiness and the mirth and the glam and the glitter still, even though this place is going down the drain. But you don't see the destruction because it's not here yet. It's soon, and you're gonna see it soon, though.
Yep. Hey, this is chapter 4, verse 3. But the multiplying brood of the ungodly shall not thrive, nor take deep rooting from bastard slips, nor lay any fast foundation. For though they flourish in branches for a time, yet standing not fast, they shall be shaken with the wind, and through the force of winds they shall be rooted up.
That's right.
The unperfect branches shall be broken off, the fruit unprofitable, not ripe to eat, yea, meat for nothing. For children begotten of unlawful beds are witnesses of wickedness against their parents in their trial. But though the righteous be prevented with death, yet shall he be in rest. For honorable age is not that which standeth in length of time, nor that is measured by number of years.
I saw the wicked spreading himself like the green bay tree, man. Hey, this is the time they're in. They're talking about times of building up, and we're gonna do this in a few years. Hey, man, the Lord is about to come and destroy this place, and that's that, right? Shit, I was actually looking at something funny. It was supposed to be this, I forget what they call it, the Chicago spiral. It was something that's supposed to be built in this city like 15 years ago, and it's nothing but a fucking big ass pothole. Yeah, it's a fucking hole. Goes to show you, man.
They laid the foundation, but they weren't ready to build. They didn't count the cost.
They ain't count the cost, man.
I got one. Y'all finish that? This is the book of Sirach 39 and 28. This is what's getting ready to happen to you people, man. Well, it's happening now, but on a higher level. Verse 28, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force.
In the time, so those things are being sown, man. To the time that they are to be raised up, start wreaking havoc,
And appease the wrath of him that made them. Well, who made it? Yahweh man made all these. He's the father of spirits, right?
That's right.
Verse 29, fire and hail and famine and death. Remember, all issues of death come from Yahweh man.
That's right.
All these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts. Hey, our people act like wild beasts too, man. You know, bulls in the net. You know, and scorpions.
What does it say? I was as a beast.
Serpents and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. Now we know Esau Edom, so-called white man, is he's the seed of the wicked. But our people, 2/3 of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you're likened to your father, the devil, man. So you're going to be destroyed too. The wicked to destruction, they shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon the earth when need is. Hey, what Jake say? We on go. We stay on go, right?
Right.
And when their time has come, they shall not transgress his word. So, hey, man, you know, and what do people say when they do something heinous? I don't know. I heard some voices telling me to just go ahead and do that. And they do it.
God told me to do it.
Shit like the dude
Why
from
did you
Gummer.
kill 100 people? God told me to do it.
Yeah.
Hey, guess what? He probably heard it.
Yeah.
God told him to do the shit.
So-
He ain't lying.
Well, yeah, seducing spirit told him.
You know? What happened with King Ahab, right? God had a whole hit out.
God.
Mafia hit. Man, how we gonna take this dude out? That he gonna fall at Ramath Gilead? Oh, we gonna do this. No, I'm gonna do that.
Like it's
Oh,
saying,
I'm gonna do this.
like it's saying, Job, hey, man, the Lord seal your instructions in your sleep.
What's that? Psalm 73 or something? He says the evil angels.
Yeah,
He said that
I
he'll
know what you're
send
talking
evil
about.
angels among them.
I don't think it's Psalm 73.
It's like Psalm 79.
Yeah, kind.
Something like that.
Job 33.
So, shit. Hey, these spirits that are out here created for vengeance. They done
Psalm
pleased-
78 and 49.
Go ahead, read it right quick.
Psalm 78 and 49. He cast upon them the fierceness of his anger, wrath and indignation and trouble by sending evil angels among them. I
Right.
thought God was all good. What is this talking about?
He is actually.
To the elect.
Right. He is all good.
It's still good.
You know, that's
Yeah.
good that he's sending these spirits out here to, because go back to that Sirach 39. It says where it says the vengeance created, the spirits created. Read
Yeah.
that verse again.
Sirach 39 and 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them.
Right. So these spirits created for vengeance appease his wrath. Oh, I feel better now.
Hey, when you ever felt when you cut somebody out, you got to release that. You like, man, you start feeling more better and better the more you going in on
Or
that.
somebody goes off and you correct them, you feel better about yourself.
Yeah.
You know, you feel good. How did what's his name? Ice Cube and the fuck movie was that? Where he's like, I'm gonna kill New Jack City. He's like, I'm gonna kill you so bad, my dick hard.
Yeah.
Hey, because that judgment would have made him feel good because of all of the wickedness that Wesley Snipes did in that movie.
Yeah, what he said that hey, the old saying goes, "Revenge is the sweetest joy, and next to get."
Yeah,
That's also written in the scriptures, man. As it is the lust of a eunuch is the flower of virgin, so is he that executed judgment by violence. This is second Maccabees 6 and 13. For it is a token of his great goodness. So yeah, the Lord is good when he does what he's doing, man, because he's repairing an error. All right. When wicked doers are not suffered any long time before we're punished. That judgment which is met, perfect judgment.
Hey, what is that scripture that you just quoted?
That was second Maccabees 6 and 13.
The unit.
Oh, the unit?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a Sirach.
You
That-
go read it.
Add that to the repertoire.
See, revenge is the sweetest joy.
Shake is nuts.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 19 and 1. As for the ungodly, wrath came upon them without mercy unto the end, for he knew before what they would do. How that having given them leave to depart and sent them hastily away, they will repent and pursue them. For whilst they were yet mourning and making lamentation at the graves of the dead, talking about the Egyptians, they added another foolish device and pursued them as fugitives whom they had entreated to be gone. I'm talking about, how the Egyptians finally allowed us to leave, but then they chased after us. For the destiny whereof they were worthy drew them unto this end and made them forget the things that had already happened, that they might fulfill the punishment which was wanting to their torments, and that thy people might pass a wonderful way, but they might find a strange death. All right, for the whole creature in this proper kind was fashioned again anew, serving the peculiar commandments that were given unto them that thy children might be kept without hurt. Right? Because they try to say, well, shit, they got all these guns, they got all this shit. How are y'all gonna survive? How are y'all gonna get out of here? Hey, the Lord is gonna deliver us. Okay, like he said, was that Jude 1:13? Right? He's coming to get the thousands of his saints.
He's coming with the thousands of his
It's
saints.
like he's coming with thousands of saints.
Yeah, like we should just start lying because our back is against the wall, man. And which is not against the wall, because the scripture says that hey, that thy teacher shall not be removed into a corner anymore. The same book that's telling us that these plagues are coming, you know, is telling us that we'll be delivered if we believe.
That's right. It says, that was the point.
I got something, you know what I mean? So this is Psalms 91 talking about that deliverance, you know what I mean? I will say that this, I'm starting too. I will say that Yahweh, he is my refuge and my fortress, my power in him who will I trust. Surely he shall deliver thee, Salakia, surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noise of pestilence. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wing shalt thou trust. He shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror of night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at the right hand, but it shall not come nigh unto thee. And that's the point. You know what I mean? We out here sighing and crying, and the Lord is going to protect us, regardless of what calamity is going to happen to y'all. We are protected if we abide in this truth. But for you wicked 2/3 and all the rest of these people, it's going to be 1,000 and 10,000 dead on our side. We just going to look and laugh at your calamities.
That's right.
Step over them. See you later.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because y'all, God damn.
Yep. Because what does it say? That they shall not suffer them to bury the dead, basically.
Right.
So yeah, we're gonna be stepping over.
I got one.
Right.
Hey, that's gonna be the job for the elect
Yep.
of the heathens.
Yep.
Or I'm not the elect, the elite of the heathens.
That's our
They-
bankers.
At this point, they are the elected.
Yeah, the higher
chosen
ups.
for wrath.
You know, because they're gonna America's gonna be completely destroyed. So if you ain't coming to serve the Lord, y'all ass is gonna be burned. So this job ain't gonna be for those. This job is for the ones who left America or in their deep underground bunkers or their little space stations, hiding in the mountains. The ones that get gathered up, hey, throw the chains on them.
Right.
Y'all gotta go pick these bodies up.
That's right.
Y'all got work to do.
Yep. And those dead bodies, it's gonna be maids, and it's gonna be little children too. All right, it's gonna be you bitches, your badass kids. The Lord gonna get rid of all of y'all.
Y'all gonna have to figure out. We ain't gonna give them no tools and shit. Y'all gonna have to figure it out.
Figure it out.
They gonna use like a little skull and shit for a shovel. You know?
Golly.
He gonna take the leg bone and connect it to the skull bone. Use that as a shovel and shit. Figure it out.
Hey, he got
You
forever.
gonna have to draw. I got one for y'all based upon that salvation that our Lord and Savior is bringing, and the destruction to the heathens that did all these wickedness things unto the nations and the earth. This Baruch 4:32. Miserable are the cities which thy children serve. Talking about the Israelites. Miserable is she that received thy sons, who received the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom. This place so-called, the western hemisphere called America. For as she rejoiced at thy ruin and was glad of thy fall, so shall she be grieved for her own desolation. That's prophecy for the destruction coming upon this place, man. For I will take away the rejoicing of a great multitude, and we're seeing that happening for the past 10 years. And her pride shall be turned into mourning. And that's what's coming upon this place. For fire shall come upon her from the everlasting, long to endure, and she shall be inhabited of devils for a great time. And that goes into Isaiah the 13th chapter. The prophecy of this place being destroyed by the heathens. It says, O Jerusalem, look about thee toward the east, and behold the joy that cometh unto thee from God. Lo, thy sons come whom thou sentest away. They come gathered together from the east to the west by the word of the Holy One, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, rejoicing in the glory of God. And that's what we're doing, man. We're rejoicing in the glory of God. The fact we woke up, we got to understand it's true, but we know this place is temporary, man.
Right. Right.
Because the scripture.
I got one. It's Revelation 18:2. And he cried mighty with a strong voice, saying, Babylon, the great is fallen, is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and cage of every unclean and hateful bird. For all the nations have drunk of the wine and wrath of her fornication, and the kings of earth have committed fornication with her, and the mercy of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies.
So America's already destroyed.
That's right.
We just the vision already, they see the vision now. It's gonna play out. It's just we're just waiting for it to play out. It's already prophesied that this place is done. So we're playing out those last couple of hours of this present evil wicked kingdom. So he already seen the destruction.
And right. The end was manifest from the beginning.
Right. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, that ye receive not of her plagues. And that's the Israelites waking up. We understand the truth now. We're not following these vain philosophies no more. The elect have been called to be commissioned to come out on the highways and byways. So we're not partaking in this wickedness now. And because of that, he said, Revelation 18:5.
Read that part again.
It says, and this is Revelation 18:4, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues.
That's the elite, the elect, the 1/3 going up into the ships. Come out of her, my people, which we do have to leave this place from the mindset of this place, but that's going into us going into the chariots, that we take not part of her plagues. And what's the plague? The fire, the destruction, the missiles.
So that's the sky daddy they talking about, huh?
Yeah.
That's the sky daddy they talking about.
I mean, that's the chariot, coming.
They try to scoff us, man.
Yeah, they scoff us. Well, you're gonna be wanting the sky daddy when your ass hear those alarms going off.
Yeah, fine.
But when before the plague comes, which is the nuclear missiles destroying America, the 1/3 and the elect, which the elect is among part of the 1/3, they're gonna go up into the chariots, which that's gonna be a Hebrew voice telling us in Hebrew, come out of her, So you don't get destroyed with the wicked. You don't take part of this. Okay.
For her sins have reached unto heaven, and God have remembered her iniquities.
Yeah.
Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double, according to the works in the cup which she had filled to her double. So she's going to receive payback, double the destruction. You know what I mean? For all the wickedness that she's brought. Look at what Esau has done to this kingdom. You know what I mean? The pestilence, pandemic, your food shortage, they destroying all these processing plants. They turning, these alphabet people onto a new lifestyle. It's just a wickedness that Esau has done. So they got to get paid double for that, as well as for, touching the apple of his eye. You know what I mean? The Israelites.
This is Isaiah chapter 26, verse 20. Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers, which is the chariots, man, and shut thy doors about thee. Just like how the Lord shut the doors behind Noah, man. Because Noah wasn't going to shut the doors behind. Jacob be like, come on, let me, one more can come in.
Man, I gave you the last sip of my
You know how Jake is, right? And shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself as it were for a little moment, until the indignation be overpassed. So the Lord is going to be lighting this place up, nuclear, and this bitch going to get rocked to and fro like a drunkard, man.
In 1 hour.
1 hour, man.
That's because but for a moment is that it's only going to take 1 hour. He's going to get busy. The Lord going to get busy in the chariot. The missiles are going to be shot off. He's going to be shooting lasers out of it. He's going to have the angels with him. One angel took out 70,000 Israelites during the time of King David. When David numbered Israel, that was one angel. Imagine the host of heaven. Imagine that. So
easy work.
It's gonna be a walk in the park. It said he needed lifted up a sword. He didn't lift up his hand or nor drew sword. Roughly paraphrasing in 2nd Ezra 13. Wow. So he just gonna show up. I was gonna say blink, and then where he don't even gotta blink. He just gonna come through gonna get fucked up. Flawless victory. It ain't even going to be, you know, when you're playing the game and you don't even get to touch the dude, perfect. You know, it's going to be a flawless victory. You ain't even going to, the chariot ain't going to get a scratch mark on you. You know? So,
can I get one real quick? This is the book of 2nd Esdras 7:43. But the day of doom shall be the end of this time and the beginning of immortality for to come, wherein corruption is past. All right, so that time is right around the corner, believe it or not. You know?
right.
The Lord is so righteous, man, and fair. He give you the signs of these things. Everybody heard about nuclear weapons before. You hear about the chariots, what you people ignorantly call UFOs. Hey, even wicked ass people, they know. Hey, something is going on. We in the end times. You starting to hear that a lot. You see that a lot on the comment boards, man. But hey, they don't know what we know, man. They not singing the new song, man. So hey, it's just a matter of time. You already know. Stepping over their ass.
So, Yahweh willing, this was all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakatadah.
All right, so next time, a double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. So next time, Shalom. Baba Ball.
Baba Ball.
Can I press X?
Yeah.